yeah, he's a fucking. But they won't really tell you, and the reason why they won't tell you is because he won't do any underhanded shit. So, but yeah, back to the point. If there ever was a point, I don't think there's anywhere for Devin to go here, other than like a Loma rematch would be fine. That'd be sweet. But the Ryan rematch is there. I don't think he's getting past Ryan. He might as well maximize the amount of money that he could possibly make, because if he goes into it, let's just say with a Barbosa, let's say with Pitbull Cruz, let's say anybody, even those B tier guys, he's gonna get beat by those guys too. He ain't beating.
I don't think Pitbull Cruz qualifies as a B tier guy anymore, right?
I mean, I would set aside A for like Tank, Shakur, T.O., like, and then I would probably have Pitbull Cruz like where Subriel Matias is, some right. B plus, something like that. He ain't beating any of you guys at A. He ain't beating fucking Isaac Cruz, child. He damn sure. Now damn sure he ain't beating no fucking Subriel Matias. And if you don't have T.O. in A, you might want to put T.O. in B, which I don't know how I feel about that. But if you put T.O. in B or B plus, he ain't beating.
It's psychotic to put T.O. in B plus. He beat Josh Taylor. He beat Lomachenko before that was like a thing that people just did on the reg. And he beat Lomachenko properly, bro. And like just because he lost to Kambosos and he had a couple of weird performances, that guy is an A fighter.
I mean, I won't argue with you. If you wanted him in A, he's A. Do I think that? Like, I think he gets beat by Tank. I think he gets beat by Shakur.
I don't know about that. I don't know about all that.
Well, that'll be coming up. We'll have a wager on that coming up soon. But yeah, so there's an A tier. There's a B tier. I would put Ryan in the B tier. Like, I wouldn't. Well, okay. He's the king of the show. King of the show.
No,
I'm sorry.
He's the king of the show. But also like, the A tier goes beyond like your boxing ability a little bit as well, because you wouldn't have like, there are guys like, Rolly Romero is probably C tier at this stage, but I think.
Keep talking.
I lost you for a second.
No, I'm lost right now, but you can keep talking though.
Okay. Cut. But I think that, Ryan, for everything that he brings to the sport, all of the eyeballs he brings, the fact that he does now have these, you could say 2 big wins, Luke Campbell and Devin Haney. Really, it's the one big win. He has one statement victory. But all you need, I think, to qualify for the A tier is to be a big name and then also get one statement win. And Devin had the statement against Lomachenko, and now, of course, we have King Rai has beaten Devin Haney, the Dream. So yeah, I think it's definitely it. So yeah, I think that King Rai still qualifies as A tier for all of that.
So whatever. I don't want to get too caught up in A tier, B tier, but I'd like to reserve A tier for maybe one guy, maybe 2 guys, maybe 3 guys. I would put T.O. in the A tier before I would put Ryan.
I would put the A tier as Tank, Shakur, King Rai, T.O.
Okay.
And maybe Devin.
Okay. No, not Devin. No.
Devin has just dropped out of it, but I think that A tier is like,
he's not beating anybody in the A tier. And the problem there,
any of those guys, any of those 4, he's not beating now.
There's only one fucking A tier, so he ain't beating none of those guys. And he ain't beating nobody in the B tier either. He's not beating Pitbull Cruz on a pay-per-view fight. He ain't beating... No. Listen, anybody taps that chin. Any fucking body taps that chin, comes through throwing punches like that and blitzes him, he's getting fucking rocked. Every single time Loma did it, it worked. Every single time Ryan did it, it worked.
So we're deciding what's next for Devin Haney. How about this one, Jay? Listen real close. Get in real close. Devin Haney versus Rollies Romero.
I was thinking about that today. I swear to God. I really think even Rolly maybe fucks him up, bro.
Come on.
I really do, Donna. Even Rolly maybe fucks him up.
Bro, Rolly is like on a tier with Ryan Garcia in terms of people I love and want to see win in boxing. And
that's a great.
It's a tough one. I would be picking him. I would be backing him all the way. you wouldn't get one text from me where I say, "Oh, well, Devin will probably beat him," but I think Devin probably wins that one.
I mean, I think Vegas would favor Devin. I think that Vegas probably should favor Devin. Depending on what I would have no problem betting Rolly in that fight though. Like I think that I think Devin's gonna be one of those guys. We're gonna see him lose like quite a few times after this. This isn't gonna be like people think like, oh, just because he lost to this one guy this one time, or styles make fights, or all of those normal boxing cop-outs, that's not gonna apply to this situation right here. Devin is not the goods, and he never fucking has been. And last night was proof of it. The Loma fight was proof of it. Loma's a tiny guy compared to him. That was proof of it. And if he fights somebody like Pitbull, if he fights somebody like anybody in that A or B tier, he's getting beat by every fucking single one of those guys. I'd be shocked if he won a single one of those fights based on what we saw yesterday.
What we haven't even begun to scratch the surface of is he's a 147-pounder anyway.
Devin. Well, that's the thing, though. So, look.
Like, we're talking about, like, oh, does Pitbull beat him, does whatever. He certainly doesn't beat Terrence Bud Crawford.
He doesn't beat anybody. He doesn't beat anybody at 147. So, you got to look at it like this. You got to look at it like this. Like, if he's too small for 135, I'm sorry, too big for 135, can't make the weight, right? Looked like he had trouble making the weight at 140, right? So, if he's drained for Loma, and that's why he underperformed, okay, fine. If he came to 140 and was smaller than Ryan because Ryan came in overweight, then you have that. Then you have that too, right? But you also have people saying that he might pan out at welterweight. So too big for 135, too small in his 140 fight and got the shit kicked out of him, right? But we know that there's guys at 140 that he's not going to beat. And then what is it? And then at 147 he's too small. He ain't beating Boots. He ain't beating Bud. He ain't beating fucking Virgil Ortiz. He's not beating Stanionis. Any other guys that like were at 147 might go back to 147 for him. He's not fucking beating. So the truth is that he's not that good, and that's it.
Yeah, he's certainly not the next Mayweather, and he won the unbeaten record now. I mean, we could sit around all day talking about Devin Haney and how not good he is, but the main event is what is next for King Ryan Garcia, bro. I mean, it's because also
I disagree. I think the main event is shitting on Devin Haney, and just listen. They talked a lot of shit, Donna.